Hello everyone. Well, it's April 2nd. It's another day and it's time for another crochet vlog. So, what have I been up to? Well, I finished that Afghan on Sunday night and I'll put a picture of it right here. And since then, I've sort of been like, okay, what's my next step? And I've had these amigurumi in a bag right over here that you can't see. It's off camera, but they were like all the parts made, but they weren't put together. So I put two of them together. I still have two more to go to put together. Here's one of them. This little teal and turquoise bear. And here's the other one, the little pink bear. So they've just been sitting there. I actually do have parts of a video made of how my thought process is when I'm putting things together, and maybe that will help some of you at some point. Because I know that there are people who say, oh, amigurumi is so hard. It's not hard. It's really actually quite easy. Of course, I've done a lot. But, yeah, they're just not that hard. And you just have to kind of figure out where you're putting things. And so I have video portions of how my thought process is. I'm a little tired today because my landlady and I decided we would try to hit our local Kroger first thing in the morning because they open up for seniors, and we would see if we could just get some basic supplies. So I got up after about a half hour of sleep, and we met outside at 6:40 and we're at Kroger at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then afterwards, and we found no toilet paper, by the way. There just isn't any to be found anywhere. So afterwards, we went to another store called Trader Joe's, which it's a grocer. I don't know how far outside of California Trader Joe's goes, but yeah, we got there right as they were opening, and we got in the senior line. Yes. So I got in the senior line, and they were only letting a few customers in the store at a time. So we waited for, I don't know, about 15 minutes. And, you know, everything now is just marked off in 6-foot increments. Of course, no toilet paper. But we did find a few paper towels. So she got some, I got some. I didn't get them for me, I got them for my next door neighbor. And, yeah, that's how that went. Okay, and back to crochet. I am working also on the 3 more Jada blankets that I have to do. So, of course, I had the panels all completed. So now I have created all the suns. And let's see, where am I? Okay, so I've sewn one sun down. And I'm starting on the border. And wouldn't you know, I played yarn chicken last night and I lost. I have from here to here to do with this yarn. However, one of the suns that has not been sewn down is made with this yarn. So I'm going to pilfer it partly. I think I just have to pilfer the raise part. I'll just have to redo the raise. Then I will have enough of that yarn to finish that. And hopefully I'll at least have the border done by tomorrow night. Today, I don't know what I'm going to get done today because I'm just kind of washed out. We got back here at about, I don't know, 8:30, 9 o'clock. And I was up for a little while. Then I went back to bed. I got up about 2 because I don't want to sleep all day. Then I'll never get to sleep tonight. This will be terrible. So I am kind of done for a little while making granny squares, although I still have enough to make like a hodgepodge blanket. But I was working with this yarn. Now this is, let's see, it's looking really dark. Okay, you can't really see all the colors in. Okay, there on the top you can kind of see some of the colors. I was trying to find a good yarn to combine this with for my granny squares because I do all my granny squares with 2 strands. So I did 5 different granny squares to try to find one that I liked. Okay, this was the first one. Wasn't crazy about it because this yarn is just so dark that you can't really see the different colors in that yarn. Then, let's see, which one was one I did next? Oh, okay. So then I tried it with some of this green. Still wasn't crazy about it. I will, of course, use these, but not crazy about them. Then I went to, I combined it with turquoise yarn, which was okay. And I combined it with this dark blue, which actually worked pretty well. And then this is with teal, which also works pretty well. But what I wish I had, but I had only bought 1 skein of it, was it was a Joann's Big Twist Sapphire. And I think that's what I used for the ocean part, or the water part of this Jada blanket. And that would have gone really well with this. It doesn't look great on camera, but this is really brilliant, nice blue. But I only bought 1 and I don't have it anymore. So that has been a quest. And like I said, I've got enough to do another, just a hodgepodge blanket. So it's so hodgepodge, I might just keep it for myself. You know, I was thinking, I got that really nice Afghan that I made a year ago that's all Christmas themed. I'll put a picture of it right here. And it's queen sized and it hangs over the edge of the bed. Let me tell you, that thing is so heavy. And I had it on the bed this year for maybe a month. And I said, that's it. I can't take it. It's too heavy. So washed it, put it away. And now I'm just thinking, well, maybe I'll just make one of these granny square blankets for myself. It doesn't take up the whole bed. It doesn't hang off the bed. It just is enough for me to be under it. And of course, now our weather is warming up, so I'm now to the point where I'm just sleeping under a very light comforter. So an Afghan is really not necessary at this point, but yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking of doing. And yeah, not much else going on here. I'm trying to think if I have any other crochet stuff. Well, next week I'm going to buy that 1 pattern, and I will start working on that amigurumi. And that's I also want to say, you know, when I'm working on these Jada blankets, I don't like having to constantly go back to her videos and rewatch them. So I have like a shorthand in this book of pretty much every single piece of her appliques. And so, yeah, that keeps me on track. Anyhow, I guess that's about it, and I hope this wasn't too boring. My coin collecting went on hold for just a little bit, not because of anything that's going on in the world, but I just had to put all my money, all my coins back into the bank so I could pay rent. So coin collecting and coin searching and coin roll hunting, that will all begin again next week. So I will talk to you all later. Have a great rest of the week and stock up if you can find it. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.